Hi all, for anyone that's interested, well, I had a bit of a problem where I put my master cylinder, this is the clutch master cylinder, and out of my R series Valiant, and I had it back in the car in the engine bay, and I was trying to bleed it from inside the car by putting I had a screwdriver in the back there, pushing the piston in, and this is how you've got to bleed. Well, I've always been told you've got to bleed the master cylinder first before you use it, which I didn't do, but what I am doing now on the bench. When this was in the car, and I had it all hooked up and bolted in, and I'm trying to put pressure through the lines, I noticed that I had a whole heap of brake fluid. If I can just find my screwdriver, which I can't, I had a whole heap of fluid pouring out here. And I thought to myself, the seals inside must be stuffed. Now this is supposed to be a reconditioned master cylinder. I pulled it all apart. The seals look good, but you know, heaps of times you can pull them out and the rubbers will look good, but they're not. But whilst I've had this on the bench now, and I've pulled it out again, and I've got fluid in there, and I've made up a little line that goes in and just feeds straight back into the master cylinder. What I was doing when I was trying to bleed the bugger, I was pushing the piston in too far. And I'll show you in a minute, but what I was doing was I was going way too far in, instead of just going in about an inch or so. And the reason that's important is that here's your piston. And if you can imagine that on the back here you've got this rubber cup, where is the bugger? Oh, it's a rubber cup like this, okay, but it's got a hole in it, and it fits over the end here, and when it's inside the cylinder there, you push it and the rubber cup doesn't let any oil go past. But if you push it too far, up to here, fluid goes through into a little hole that's in the bottom of the master cylinder, and that's what was running out. So if ever you're bleeding your master cylinder on the bench, your clutch master cylinder, I suppose any master cylinder, be careful not to push it in too far. You really don't need to go all the way in. Like I'm going in probably there, just about an inch and a half. And you know what? That's probably all it's going to get when it's on the pedal anyway. But look, I thought I'd make this because I made this mistake. I thought that I'm pretty certain that I fixed it now, because I've been pushing this little plunger in for ages now and I haven't got one leak. But when I first started, I had the screwdriver and I was pushing the bloody thing right to the end, and I had all this fluid pouring out, and it's because the piston was going, there's a hole inside on the bottom about here and here, and when the piston was going in, it was going past this first hole and fluid was coming in and pouring out the back. That's just a little tip, guys. I had no idea until I was playing around with this. Hopefully it'll help someone.